Now, 100 years ago, the first official Scout camp took place at Newbrough in Northumberland. It was run by the man himself, Robert Baden-Powell. And to celebrate the anniversary, the Scouts are congregating in Northumberland again for a week of bracing character-building activities. Even more character-building in the rain. Damien O'Neill's there for us tonight to find out more. Oh, look at you.
Hello, yes, welcome to a very wet and very muddy field here in Northumberland. As you can see, I've been made an honorary scout for the day, which I'm immensely excited about, and I've been spending the day with the Baden-Powell Scouts Association. That's distinct from the Scouts Association, finding out what it is exactly that they get up to these days. Ever since the Scouts arrived here at Green Carts Farm, it's been absolutely chucking it down. But today, for a few hours, the sun decided to show his face. Now, when I was a kid, I never joined the Scouts because I thought it was just about eating worms and whittling sticks. But as you can see, there's quite a lot more to it these days, as these rather brave kids are about to show us. Walking this rope bridge is actually harder than it looks, especially if it's your first time.
It was really scary.
Well, you did really well. You're down in one piece.
I know, but it was still scary.
Would you like to do it again?
Yeah.
It must be said that wherever you look, there's no escaping the sense of camaraderie here.
Well, it brings young people together in a world which is very much changing, and it brings them together in friendship, enjoyment, activities, adventure, and I hope making friends for life, as I have done in 61 years.
Today's Jamboree isn't much different to the first one 100 years ago this week.
Well, the Humshoff camp here in 1908 was the first proper camp for Boy Scouts that Baden-Powell attended, and they came to Humshoff and had 2 weeks in wet weather just like we have had this week, but the boys, just as our boys, showed tremendous spirit.
Now that was actually Ginganguli in Portuguese, in case you were wondering, and let's find out a bit more about that. Julian Lenihan, you're from the Baden-Powell Scouts Association. How come you've got a Portuguese contingent here?
Well, basically we put the whole organisation of the Jamboree on the web, asking people to come along, and the Portuguese came back to us fairly early in the process, and they said, we'd love to come, we just need to get a lot of information from you. So that's how it's happened, and they've bussed themselves across. They didn't fly. They took 36 hours to get here, and then the bus driver turned around and drove back.
So they spent 36 hours coming from Portugal to this muddy field here in Northumberland.
That's it, pretty much.
Now the weather, it's got to be said, hasn't been great, has it?
It hasn't been fantastic, no. We've had a little bit of rain and a little bit of mud, but as you can see in the background, they're all plodging away nicely and having great fun.
Now, I was speaking to a couple of them earlier on, and a couple of the tents have actually flooded out.
Yes. More to do with kids running in and out with wellies than anything else, but yeah, I think 1 or 2 of the tents are starting to suffer a little bit, but we've got contingencies in place.
Okay, very quickly, a final question. Is scouting still as relevant today for young people as it was back in Baden-Powell's day?
Definitely. I think probably more so, because it gives kids the opportunity to access activities that they wouldn't normally be able to get sorted out on an average day.
All right, well, you enjoy the rest of your week. I'll leave you to it. That's all from here at the farm in Northumberland. Back to you, Carol.
Thanks very much, Damien. I think he's going to stay the night. He looks like he's enjoying that.